All right, creators, so we're going to do a little walkthrough on setting up a Teachers Pay Teachers account. I have never used this site before, so we're going to do this from scratch. And as you know, I am creating a content creation business slash side hustle slash whatever you want to call it. It is a legit business. I do have an LLC. That's going to act as my overall umbrella for all of the separate brands that I have. We can discuss more of that in another video. But here we are on TPT, or Teachers Pay Teachers. This is the homepage. And I'll put links in the description below as well for everything that I use or do in these video series. So we're going to go ahead and sign up. And let me go ahead and put in this information, get right back to you. Okay, so once you sign up, all you have to do is put in an email, your name, password, and you've got yourself an account. And this is where it takes you when you log in on the teacherspayteachers.com. And so our objective is to actually sell a product. So we're going to try and figure out how to do that, how to set up a store on here and go through that process. In the top right hand corner, there we go, sell on TPT right here. We're going to click that. And it takes you to the Become a Sellers page, start earning, and here is the moment of truth, right? It is the payment structure. Teachers Pay Teachers is not free by any means, and their setup is kind of on a scale system, right? So you have a $29 one-time fee to be able to sell, but you only earn 55% of all sales, and there's a 30-cent per resource transaction fee. Seems like, you know, oh, maybe I'll pay $30 and get a lifetime access, but that 55% commission is really, I mean, that's quite a bit. You'd have to sell a product for pretty high to make some reasonable money, and then you have to remember there's that 30% flat fee. Looking at the premium seller, it's $60 roughly yearly, right? But you get 80% of the sales and only a 15-cent resource transaction fee. But the caveat on that is that's on less than $3 items. So if you had a $10 item, you'd still be charged a transaction fee, but they're not really transparent on what that fee is. My assumption is it would be the 30 cents. But you still get that 80% on all sales. So for me, I already know right off the bat, I've never used this resource before, so I'm just going to do the $30 one-time fee and go from there and scale up instead of doing the yearly subscription and finding that, you know, maybe it's just too competitive of a market for me and then trying to scale down, or, you know, not being able to sell anything and just abandoning the project altogether. So we're going to go ahead and do the join now for the one-time fee because, like I said, I'm just starting out. So we're going to go ahead and join now. And it pulls up your basic seller information. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. And once I do that and make my payment, I'll get back to you. Okay, so when you hit continue to payment, it automatically takes you to PayPal. This is apparently the only option, but remember, you can use a credit card in PayPal. And that's all there is to signing up for Teachers Pay Teachers. Stay tuned. On the next video, we're going to dive into setting up the actual store, and then we'll go into other videos where we add products and figure out how to do SEO, keywords, marketing for the products, and so on. All right, on to the next.